Hello, I'm broadcasting legend Rick Mercer. You're listening to the Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge. Some of the material you hear on this program may not be suitable for everyone, like you, in the car with your kids in the back seat. Please do not blame DBS if your kids go to school and they start calling their friends and wallets. Listen with discretion. Thank you.
The Dean Blundell Show. Going dick head free.
In T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 9, 69, 69.
The Dean Blundell Show.
Dean Blundell and Todd. Those are the only guys that when I listen to them, I'm just howling on the way to work or school.
I've never laughed so hard in my life.
The Dean Blundell Show. 102.1 The Edge.
Your Toronto Blue Jays are going to name a manager today, and their trade went through yesterday. So, yes, we indeed did fleece the Miami Marlins of their 4 best players. I love it. We tried to build a team. It didn't work. We just went and bought one.
It's the only way it should be done, man.
We should have done this a long time ago.
I couldn't agree more.
So, anyway, Mark Burley, Josh Johnson, Jose Reyes, and some guy named Emilio Bonifacio, are now Toronto Blue Jays. Plus, they sent us a bunch of cash. You would think that we would have to send them money for that, but no. And we got rid of, like I said, just some guys that might as well just turn around and throw the ball over the fence.
Yeah, and a homophobic dude.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
So later on today, Ricky Romero and JP Arencibia, who have not discussed the trade yet, will discuss it with each other live on the show.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. It'll go something like this. Man, can you believe that? It's crazy, eh? Like, you'll see the excitement of how this whole thing works, which is, I'm excited for people to see because it'll be real, right? To have 2 major leaguers, one former All-Star, to sit down and talk about a trade that excites them both to no end. And it was funny because Ricky was tweeting yesterday, boom, it's over. Yeah, we got it. Boom, it's over. JP, same thing.
Now, do they know, because I know you arranged for Ricky to be on, I arranged for JP. Do we know if they know, like, did you tell Ricky JP's going to be on? You did? Okay.
Yeah, he's excited.
Okay. I just thought it would be funny even if they didn't even know at all. We just put them through to each other. They're like, oh, yeah, what's going on?
Can you believe this? Can you believe that? And then we signed Melky Cabrera, who did some good drugs, which is why he had to sit out 50 games last year. But
and the guy did it with some honor because he still could have accepted the National League batting title last year and chose not to.
Yeah, he said he didn't deserve it.
Yeah. So I thought that was...
yeah, he's going to be awesome. Yeah. He's a party guy, too. He's going to be great.
Is he sweet?
So, yeah, he'll fit right in with the fellers. So, yeah, that's very exciting news if you're a Blue Jays fan. Again, that trade went through. The Bud Selig, the commissioner, was like, it seems like it's on the up and up, so let her go. And then we're going to go get this guy, John Gibbons, today. Used to be the manager of the Blue Jays from 2004 to 2008.
He was very close, apparently, right, with Alex Anthopoulos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Alex called him and went, hey, what are you doing? You want to manage this team? And John's like, yeah, sure, that sounds good, man. He's a good old boy, eh, John? He's a good guy. Oh, that sounds great. Thanks a lot. I'll tell the fellas. Because he talks like this.
He does.
Manager of the Blue Jays, only like 24 or something like that.
He probably would have been about 24 when he first met John Gibbons.
Yeah, he would have been.
Yeah.
But just an awesome deal. Congratulations to the Blue Jays. It's still mind-blowing how great that trade is for us.
It's exciting, and they're already apparently going crazy on season tickets and stuff. People are starting to buy now.
Oh, are they really?
The excitement's back, yeah.
The Dean Blundell Show. 102.1 The Edge.
This is your Edge. Hold it. Files with Dean Blundell on the Edge.
Last year, you remember the lady Jaquetta Simmons? You remember this lady? She punched an elderly Walmart worker in the face after she asked for a receipt. Hey, I got to have a look at the receipt. Can I have a look at that receipt?
I vaguely remember this story.
No, you can't see the receipt. You can't. No, you don't remember that? I remember that. She sentenced her to 5 years in prison. This woman was sentenced to 5 years in jail for punching the elderly Walmart greeter. Now, the reason why I'm reading this is twofold. One, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, it is.
Two, these Walmart greeters are largely defenseless. They're not greeters because they're super quick and agile, and they've got lots of options in life.
Yeah.
They all have a limp, and they're probably on social assistance, and Walmart's doing them a favor to stand there, and all they're doing is checking your receipt. So when someone says, "Can I see your receipt?" don't be an a-hole.
No, it's just to make sure they're not thieving.
Yeah, here you go. Here's my receipt. Half the time, they don't even look at it. They glance at it, look around for anyone else that might be just as infirmed as they are. So don't be punching these people in the face.
They're conceding already to a job just because it's all they can do.
And is it? There's a new law in the state that she got caught doing this in Washington. It's called the Granny Law. Stiffer penalties to assaulting anyone 65 and over.
That's a good law.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. Maybe it isn't.
Well, I mean,
now that I think about it,
why? There
should
comes
have less of a sentence.
You never really have liked the old people.
No, I can't stand them. You remember when I wanted to put them all on a bus and send them out east?
You wanted to ship them all?
Yeah, everyone over the age of 70.
Give them their own little location.
Later skater.
Yeah. What's that?
I'd say later skaters. Well, they don't smell. They smell funny. They get angry about you. Like the other day, I was at the grocery store and I'm in the 10 items or less aisle, and I got 3 items, but one bun bag is full of 12 buns. You got 12 items. I'm like, shut up, bitch. You old bitch. She was.
That's one item.
That's all she had going for her. I had one item. There's 12 things in the bag. It's the bag. It's not the things in the bag.
God forbid you went to the bulk bin.
Oh. You got 400 pistachios there. Whoa. How many banana chips you got?
Yeah. People eat banana chips
yeah,
still?
I hate them.
Okay.
PETA, based in Norfolk, Virginia, is causing a stir right now with an ad comparing wearing fur to women sporting lots of pubic hair. If you've seen the ad, it's pretty gross.
I opened it up when you teased the story.
Yeah, it looks like Lanny McDonald's trapped in this woman's panties.
But an old Lanny, kind of graying and stuff.
Yeah, like old Lanny, but with a stash from when he was here in 77. Yeah. The poster, which features model Joanna Krupa wearing nothing but a pair of panties with long pubic hair coming out of the leg holes, bears the caption, "Fur trim unattractive. Don't ruin your look with fur trim," the bottom of the poster reads.
Now, can I just put this question out there?
Sure.
What happens if this ad actually turns on people? It's not effective.
Imagine that.
There's some people who like hair.
Some big hairy guys next to the poster just giving it a pull. This is the best thing I've ever seen. Look at all that luscious hair.
What do you mean don't ruin your look with fur trim?
I think Joanna Krupa never looked better. Looks like she got Fabio in a leg lock down there. And Shippensburg, Tennessee man is accused of exposing his genitals to several McDonald's employees as he picked up his food at the drive-thru. Apparently, after he picked up his food minutes later, the man drove back to the window to complain about not receiving part of his order and exposed himself again to more employees. On Thursday, Matt Mitchell was charged with 3 counts of corruption of minors because he was showing his wiener and nuts to people under the age of 18. 4 counts of open lewdness and 4 counts of indecent exposure. Police said he exposed himself to 3 17-year-old female employees and the manager, who was over the age of 19. The fun part of this whole story is apparently the employee, because he had a very small penis, the employees, every time he came through, which was 3 times, would just start dying laughing, pointing out that he had a small penis. But the guy couldn't stop showing his penis to these people. He was like addicted to showing his penis.
So not only does this loser get arrested,
he gets laughed at the whole way. To identify him, no word of a lie, they told the police that he had a penis that was approximately 1 inch to 1.5 inches long, and very large testicles. So they positively ID'd him, and I'm sure they all had a good laugh at the police station.
Yeah, that's that little one right there.
I wouldn't even show it if I had a massive hammer. Why is a guy with a really small wiener just going, "Hey, what do you think of this?" It's pretty small.
In fact, we want to screw up your order more. Just you do that. It's hilarious, bud.
Yeah, even if you didn't screw it up, you'd want to see it again.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I gave you a chicken nugget. Sorry. Here, come back here and show me your wiener.
Loser.
Look at this guy. Those are your Edgefiles, whatever the hell day it is in November the year 2012.
The Edgefiles on 102.1 The Edge.
The Chorus Broadcasting System presents
The Dean Blundell Show.
Going to be a super duper program for you.
102.1 The Edge.
So Rob Ford has accepted the friendly Grey Cup wager proposed by Naheed Nenshi. He's the mayor of Calgary. He's challenged Rob Ford to whoever wins the Grey Cup. The other guy has to wear an Argo or Stampeder jersey, whoever wins, and donate his weight in food to the food bank, a local food bank.
How smart was this dude?
Super smart.
When I saw that he had suggested that.
I don't think he's thin either, though.
But I'm sure he's not 370 or whatever Rob Ford's probably escalated to since that weight loss challenge. I'm sure he's only gained from.
He is enormous now. Yeah, this guy, Naheed Nenshi, he's a big guy, too. Naheed Nenshi is a Canadian politician elected to succeed David Brock. Yeah, Mayor of Calgary. So anyway, he puts this thing out there, and Fordsy hits back. He does one of these. He's like, "You look great in double blue. I'll take the bet." Ha 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 ha. However, he'd have to admit how much he weighs. Like, I think there's another weigh-in that would come with this, isn't there?
There would have to be.
Yeah, because you get, how much do you weigh? Around 350. No, he weighs more than that if you've seen him lately. He weighs at least 350 to 370. And I think this guy, the guy from Calgary, weighs, I think, about 250. So, if Toronto loses, still stands to gain 350 to 370 pounds of food for the Daily Bread Food Bank. That's a good deal. That guy's a smart mayor.
Well, in a way, he's hoping, obviously, that Calgary wins, but just to embarrass Rob Ford a little bit. He's doing. In the back of his mind, he's going, "Yeah, to embarrass him too." Yeah.
How can I make fun of that guy? How can I make him embarrassed? I don't think Rob Ford ever gets embarrassed, to be honest with you.
No, I mean, he owns it. We've said that. Whatever he's going through, and there's day after day, it's like drama in his life. It's like a daily soap opera for him. Mm-hmm. But he just doesn't seem to faze him. No.
Then he's in this lawsuit now where this restaurateur guy who had a contract for some city business said that the contract stunk to high heaven. So now the guy's suing him for like $6 million. And I think it's going to go through. I think he's pooched. It's every day it's something like that. And then I read another thing yesterday. He had this mega cities meeting, and Toronto's now left on the sidelines because they're trying to get Hazel McCallie and everybody trying to get money from the Prime Minister, because the Prime Minister really doesn't care much for large cities, apparently, according to these people. So all these mayors get together. The only guy that wasn't there because he had to coach Don Bosco football was Toronto, so Toronto didn't get represented, and therefore we don't have a voice in what we're trying to get out of the federal government, because football is more important to him than the city of Toronto.
Yeah, but we're one win away from the Metro Bowl or whatever it is. I don't even know.
I don't know either. Anyway. It's kind of a good news, bad news thing, because I really want the Argos to win, but not,
You want to see what Rob Ford's weight is since that whole weigh-in scandal.
Exactly.
At least it makes the loss a little more tolerable.
Yeah, exactly. Well, if we lose, this will be funny.
Yeah.
The Dean Blundell Show. The Dean Blundell Show on The Edge.
Time for your phone calls and emails and tweets. Hi, The Edge. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, brother. How you doing?
Good. What's your name?
Ken.
Ken, what's happening?
Not much, man. I just wanted to say, is it just me, or did it seem like the Don Bosco football team have a lot of weight on their shoulders this year?
Yeah, lots. Even though they won. That's very funny.
We were impressed that those high school kids could pick up Rob Ford.
That was impressive, yeah. This is from Dan. Awkward male question. He says, "Hey, buddy, I have a question for you. Where's the clitoris? Once in the vag, do I make a left or a right? Is it up or down? How do I work the excess on the outside? Thanks." Dan. Dan, before you go in the door, you have to knock. And there's a little button And it's halfway up the top of the door on the outside of the house, just like near the top. And it's a little button. You can ring that door. It's right there.
Very
not
tiny.
Not the bottom,
times.
just the top. Sometimes it's small. So you really got to pay attention. Best thing to do is just to have a look at it in the light. So where you're at, navigate it, and have a look.
I think it's okay to ask sometimes too.
Hey, where is this?
Is where my clothes? Right? Yeah. And once you find it, usually you'll never forget where it is.
No.
Yes.
It's a foregone conclusion.
Yeah. If you care. If you don't care, usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Let me read this again. Dan says, "Hey, buddy, I have a question for you. Where's the clitoris?" Dan, who cares?
Oh.
What does it matter? It's from Jim. He says, "Hey guys, I heard your conversation with Sean yesterday about this girl that was being rude to him and wanted some time off. What happened? Did things explode after the show?" Ooh. Sean? When I say Sean, it usually didn't take someone 5 to 10 seconds to grab a microphone that's 3 inches away from their face.
I was turning it on and making sure I didn't move it with the volume up.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, a little.
Little what?
What?
There were words exchanged, like it did explode a little, I guess you'd say.
Did you see her? Were there phone calls? Was it texting?
Yeah, a bit of everything.
So you saw her?
For a bit. Didn't go well.
What do you mean you went and said, what did I tell you to do yesterday? What did I tell you to go see her and try and make amends?
No.
What did I tell you to do?
Back off.
Thank you. Why didn't you back off?
I'm learning.
You're learning what? You didn't learn because I told you what to do and you didn't do it. That's not learning. That's doing the opposite. That's not willing to learn. That's not wanting to learn.
All right.
She says to you, if I could spell this out for you, she needs a break, which means she doesn't like you.
And during the entire time she was with you, she was also hanging out with an ex-boyfriend, which you weren't comfortable with.
And when I say hanging out, I mean taking the old tube steak in the stare down, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, we think you should get tested.
Big time.
Okay.
Get rid of her.
You don't want to say anything, do you?
I don't know what to say.
You can say, I'm sorry, Dean.
Sorry, Dean.
Thank you.
We wasted our time giving you our advice that we could probably charge for.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
What should I do? So we tell him what to do because he tweets a bunch of pussy stuff. Did you delete those tweets? Yeah. Good, because you look like such a baby. Hi, The Edge.
Hey.
Hey.
This is Robin calling.
Hi, Robin.
I've got a problem with parents and kids at school. Mm-hmm. My little girl, 7-year-old, was tripped in the playground. So she got up, dusted herself off, walked over, punched the kid in the face.
Yep.
So now my kid is the one that's in trouble, the one that's got detention, the one this little kid's taunting her at school, going on and on and on about, you know.
Snowflake, ma'am, it's called the snowflake generation.
What's going on with that? My kid's an angel 80% of the time. 20%,
yeah, all
she's going to get into trouble. But what about these other parents who don't, you know.
Yeah, you can't. You know, the only thing, I've learned this over time of having kids, and I've got pretty active kids. My older kid likes to get into it. He's a fun kid, so he's, you know, he kind of walks his own. Todd knows it very well. Mm. He really defines his own day. My middle kid is, I'm hard pressed to remember him doing anything wrong. And the youngest, same thing as the older one. They're both really, really strong mind. But here's the thing, because I don't want to turn this into a doctor. Tell your kid to keep punching mean kids. Truth of the matter is that if your kid gets caught doing something the other kid didn't, unfortunately, you need to teach your kid how to not get caught. This is the truth. You got to teach your kid to be a little more subversive about the whole thing. And I think when your kid stands up for herself, and did she belt her real good?
Oh, no, she hit a boy.
Oh, and she's in trouble for hitting a boy?
Yeah, she got up and she dusted herself off and she walloped him. And I thought maybe it was a bitch slap, maybe it was a sucker punch. No. She got up and she popped him one.
Good.
Looked him dead in the eye and said, this is what's going down now.
This is what's wrong. You know what they do? They banned tag at school one year.
Can't even play tag?
No. Can't play tag because some kid fell down and hurt her leg. No tag.
It's
Take away
that
tag.
bad.
It's the pussification of the world. We've said it before.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
You know what? You don't. All you do is make sure your kid is confident and make sure that they know they're loved, and teach them how to deal with that stuff so that they can win in the end.
They will win in the end because when they grow up and they have a sense of entitlement because of the way they've been treated. So, hands off, everything's okay.
Yeah, you can't
perfect.
touch my kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't punish her a lot. This kid tripped her on purpose, and I want her to stand up for herself. And I said, look, don't punch him in the face.
Mm-hmm.
If you can, go tell the teacher because that's what they want
I don't
you to
even
do.
tell the teacher. I've told my kids the same thing. Hey, listen, if someone does something to you and it's stupid, and my kid called me the other day because someone was doing something, and I said, you go deal with it. You're old enough. Our kid's only 7 though, right?
Yeah.
So the worst thing you can do is step in on her behalf. You got to teach her how to deal with it properly. That's all. Because she'll be way better for it. It sounds like she already is.
Well, at this point, these kids' parents are escalating it, above and beyond, and
Well, deal with the parents. You don't have to deal with the kids.
Oh, like you have a troubled child now?
Well, apparently I have a troubled child,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're looking to get her removed
From the school
program or from the school. And
you know what I would do if I were you? I would have a meet. Yeah, I'd have a meeting with the principal and the other parents, and I would go up one side of all of them and down the other. Tell them they're all a bunch of pussies, and just to tell their kids to play safe. Everybody would be fine.
Well, I'm a little concerned that I'm going to start popping people in the face. Might not be good.
Yeah, control that temper and emotion because that's when the child services get into play.
Yeah. She came to help her daughter, and she ended up beating up 3 parents.
She is unfit to raise a child.
I wanted to punch so many parents in my day. It's so much easier to punch parents than kids. Hey, The Edge.
Hey, how's it going, boys?
Good, what's up?
I just wanted to add on to that lady there. I was just going to say good for her for, not punishing her kid too bad. I was a kid that used to get picked on quite a bit, and my old man one day just told me, he's like, you know what? You got to start defending yourself and take care of it.
Well, dude, that's what we did back in the day when we were kids. Some guy did something to you. Your dad said, hey, you do this. Do it back. And then just walk away. You can't let someone dummy you. You can't let someone come up and just... I'm telling the teacher with this broken nose and these broken teeth.
Yeah, because then that other person just keeps dumbing you.
Yeah.
Morning, fellas.
Hey, how the Edge?
How's you going?
Good, what's up?
Just wondering if you guys seen the video with when Rob Ford's football team won and they dumped the Gatorade on him.
We have.
Did that not remind you like Tommy Boy and Chris Farley?
There's a slow-mo still video, too. I saw of it.
You mean where
like,
he got gas or that water poured in his face or the gas? Yeah.
Did you eat paint chips as a kid?
Why?
It really is hilarious.
Hi, The Edge.
Hey, Dean, how's it going?
Good, what's up?
Oh, not much. Just want to add on to that lady was talking about with her kid.
Yeah.
My wife's a teacher at a private school, and the stuff that goes on between parents is unbelievable. And I remember back in the day when I was in grade school, parents never talked to each other. The teachers were able to deal with it, and now because there's so many rules and regulations and parents, sticking their nose in, teachers aren't allowed to really do anything anymore. So it's the parents constantly hounding the teachers.
Oh, I know.
This and need to do this, but they don't let them actually do anything.
Dude,
And
you know
it's
what?
brutal.
I have been to the my kids are not saints, and I've been to the office a lot. And then I listen to how they deal with other kids or kids in general, and I hear them say, well, we can't do this and we can't do that, and this isn't an effective way to... Man, I grew up where if I was rude to a teacher, I got the strap. They physically hurt us.
Absolutely.
And I'm not saying there's a reason to physically hurt a child, but I came home after getting the strap, and my dad said, good. That's what my dad said. Mind you, my dad used to beat the living crap out of me, so it was, he just thought someone else did it, and he just got the day off.
Yeah, there's a little girl in her class. Her mother, and she's fine, nothing's wrong with her. Her mother is scared that she's going to hurt herself outside. She makes her wear a helmet at recess.
In the day, there was a reason why people wore those too.
Yeah. Her mother is a teacher at another public school, and for sure there's no kids wearing helmets, and it's unbelievable the stuff that they have to deal with. So
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Teachers out there, anyways.
Oh, yeah, and I like the teachers, too. The teachers, they're now doing this work to rule. This is, hey, how about this for a wicked threat? We're not getting to school until at least half an hour before it starts. That's their new work to rule as a union. Ooh. No. Don't say.
We're not going to prepare for a lesson we've taught over and over again for the last 7 years.
What a bunch of douchebags.
That's like saying, you know what we're going to do, Todd, you and I?
Yeah.
We're going to show this place a thing or two.
Okay.
We're not showing up till 10 minutes before we go on the radio.
Nope. We'll still go on.
Yeah, but, I'm going to take it less seriously in my mind.
Okay, right. I'm Bam Margera here with...
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
I'm Bam Margera here with...
Johnny Knoxville, and you're listening to the Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge.
Big time.
So Justin Bieber makes news again the day after the American Music Awards, where he went up and said so many impressive things during his acceptance speeches. Just so many really incredible, impressive things. He didn't say anything impressive.
Thank everyone.
Thank everyone. Yeah. Remember this? Listen to this. This is terrible.
This is my mom. She's little, but she's beautiful. And thank you so much. First of all, I want to say, they told me to...
Yeah. Then yesterday he gets followed by paparazzi, and he stops traffic. Like, he stops in the middle of the highway. And I give the little puke a little bit of credit.
Okay.
It's kind of a ballsy move. Paparazzi on either side of him, and he just stops his car in the middle of the highway, and everybody has to stop behind him. He's driving like a $400,000 Ferrari F40. But whoa! So this is the paparazzi following him. You can hear him taking off. He's driving a white Ferrari too. It's very effeminate.
It's pretty awesome car still.
It's okay. So here he's following him.
You're driving pretty crazy, bro. I think you should slow down a little, don't you think? I think you should stop driving crazy, Justin. Really, man. I'm serious. You're driving pretty crazy. I have it all on video, man.
Right? I think this guy should stop following. I like you. You don't like me?
This is Justin saying, I don't like you. I like the other paparazzi, but I don't like you.
So sorry, I just want to set the stage. So now this is a paparazzi filming him through their windows while they're stopped.
Yeah, so Ferrari in the middle, two minivans on either side, two paparazzi in each minivan filming and taping him. But he has stopped. The Biebs has stopped.
Yeah.
Middle of the highway. Now, the honking you hear are people super pissed that are trying to get somewhere. But this little puke, and I got to give him a little bit of credit, he's going to make everybody else take note of what's going on.
Yeah,
I think it's actually,
fair enough.
As dumb as he may be, this actually might have been a smart move.
We're holding up traffic right now. You got a great job as well.
How do your parents think about what you do?
My parents?
How do your parents think about what you do? Justin asks. Here, have a listen.
Holding up traffic right now.
So stupid again.
Stupid, but I like the balls on the kid.
Yeah.
You got a great job as well.
How do your parents think about what you do?
My parents? I make them proud, bro.
Oh, you make them proud, dude.
I make them proud, yeah.
Yeah, you tell them, yeah, I stalk people.
Stalk people for a living? I don't stalk people for a living, brother. I don't stalk you.
What else?
We need to move.
Chick, this gets so pissy.
Move it.
Come on, dude. You're the whole traffic.
So then some guy gets out. He's like, you're holding up all the traffic. And then Justin says, no, these guys are filming me. They won't leave me alone. And then this guy's telling people to take off. And then Justin smoke bombs like a ninja.
Oh, nice.
Takes off.
First world problems.
Yeah. Tough, eh?
My parents? I make them proud, bro.
He can't. Bieber can't even string his sentence together. It doesn't even make sense. Listen to him. How do your parents think about what you do?
You got a great job as well.
How do your parents think about what you do?
What does that mean?
How do your parents think of what you do?
I don't even know what it means.
What do your parents think of your profession?
What do your parents think of you doing this? This chick gets really pissed here, too.
My parents, I make them proud, bro.
You make them proud, dude.
I make them proud, yeah.
You tell them, yeah, I stalk.
Stalk people for a living? I don't stalk people for a living, brother. I don't stalk you.
We need to move. Let's go.
It's got to be the girl, too. Let's get a move on!
It's pretty scourge of the earth profession, though, isn't it? Being those guys who follow celebrities and stuff.
Yeah, we're a top 40 morning radio DJ.
Yeah, thank God we're not top 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the Dean Blundell Show.
Time for a few more phone calls. Hi, The Edge.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Good, what's up?
Oh, not much. This whole schoolyard fighting thing just gets me going, eh?
Yeah.
Like, I'm 45 years old, and when I went to school, if you had a little throwdown with your buddy at recess...
That was it.
You did, and...
Yeah.
That was it, and you fought until one guy went down, and then you walked away, and you proved your point. It wasn't anything excessive, or, you threw a few shots, that guy went down, or you went down, and he walked away, or you walked away, and there were schoolyard monitors. It was no big thing. It was a little punch-up, a little dust-off. But, you didn't stand there and take it. You clenched up your fist and you started throwing shots. But, it wasn't anything excessive. It was just a little schoolyard brawl. I mean, my parents never got upset. I'd come home with a bloody nose or, whatever. And it's just out of hand. I got a 7-year-old boy, and I can't tell him to just stand there and take it from some kid and then just go walking over. I say, if it starts happening, buddy, roll them up, start swinging. I'll stand behind you.
Roll them
I'll
up.
go to the school. I'll talk to the principal. I'll talk to the parents. I don't care, but I'm not going to tell my kids to stand there and take it.
Yeah.
It's just disgusting.
But that's what they tell you to. They tell you, don't react, don't use your hands, don't do. And you know what? No one grew up like that. No one who has kids now grew up like that, unless they had kids at the age of 20 and their kid's 2 years old. No one grew up in the environment of go ahead, punch me over and over again, and I'll just tell the teacher.
No way.
I'll just talk to the teacher.
You know what I mean? No. I'll stand behind my kid 100%. If it goes to that point, and I get called in, I'm going to stand behind my kid 100%. I don't care if they want to suspend him. I will stand behind him. I'll go to the bloody top of the school board and stand in front of whoever. I'll stand. If I got to change schools, I'll stand behind him. I'm just not going to let him stand there and take it.
I think what's important to know, because some people might be listening going, oh, these are horrible parents.
It's teaching kids to avoid that stuff to begin with.
You try and avoid it, but at some point, there's always that dude who starts it up in the schoolyard. That's just how it happens. And
You're right. And it's just, anyway. Thanks, boys.
All right, bud, you take care. Be good.
All right, have a good day, guys.
Bye-bye. Hey, The Edge.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Good, what's up?
Not much. I'm just trying to make it on the radio here.
Yeah.
Right number or the wrong number?
Yeah, you're on the radio, man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, right now.
Oh, sounds good. I just wanted to make a comment about that lady, with the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, these teachers are pretty ridiculous nowadays, man.
Is it the teachers or is it the expectations of other parents?
It's both, to be honest with you. Like, I'm not going to lie, I used to be kind of a troubled kid as well, but not necessarily troubled, but I always used to get kicked out of class, and, it's just the teachers. Like, they just, they label students, and you can't do anything about that.
Yeah, but that, it's easier for a teacher. My kid had a teacher a few years ago who was just a dickhead and used to put him in the back of the class by himself and say pretty awful things to him, and he was just a piece of crap. And anyway, I had a nice chat with him about the whole thing. But, he's also had good teachers that have given him crap for the right reasons, and that's what you key on, right? You say, hey, this is what your problem is. It's not your teacher's pride. You're the problem. Everybody else seems to not have a problem, but you. But sometimes you get a crap teacher. Sometimes, and you know what? It's that, don't touch Snowflake. We're not allowed. There's a better way to deal. We need to get through on a mental level. Sometimes schoolyard justice rules. Provided there aren't knives and guns involved. Of course.
Well, yeah, we're not talking anyone's like going to the hospital here. You're talking about maybe a little bloody nose at the worst case scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little bit of shiner.
That's what happens.
You earn it.
I got in a fight with two guys in the Allgrove next to the library when I was in the 7th grade. They were both in the 8th grade, and they bugged my brother who was in the 9th grade. But my brother was really small, so I had to do his stuff for him.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't pick a fight. Never picked fights, ever. So I get into it with these two guys, and everybody's cheering. And you know what? I'd had enough of punching this one guy. This is a true story. And I had blood all over my face, and I had just had enough of punching this one guy in the face. The other guy had already quit. Well, I'm going to go home. I'm going to tell me I got blood on my shirt. So anyway, I'd had enough of punching this one guy. And I looked up, and there's my teacher, grade 7 teacher, Doug Du Bois, standing there watching.
You let it happen?
He just watched. Then he turned around and walked away. And I talked to him after. He goes, they got what they deserved. That's how stuff was handled when I was a kid. And you know what? I was friends with those guys for years after that.
There were lots of crazy things when we were kids. So, like, I remember having a vice principal who was like a racist. He's picking on a friend of mine who's black. So I'd said, you can't do, knowing this in grade 7, you can't treat people differently because of races and colors. And he slapped me. Yeah, my teacher slapped me. Anyway, he didn't work at that school.
No, I bet you didn't. He slapped.
No, he slapped me.
I ate a muffin. I was still eating a muffin on the way into class once. Randy Fox, biggest a-hole on the planet. Punched me in the back hard. Just
because you're still eating a muffin?
I was still eating a muffin. Just drilled me in the back. Yeah, punched me straight in the back.
What's the problem with the muffin?
I don't know. I wasn't supposed to be eating it during social studies, I guess.
Probably a pretty good muffin, though.
It was a great muffin.
Was it homemade?
Yeah.
Jeez.
By the edge.
Hey, man, just want to chime in on that teacher thing.
Yeah.
Excuse me, yeah. Here's a quick one. My kid was in senior kindergarten. Check this out. There was a kid that was punching him every day behind the backs of the teachers. Principals got involved. They said, well, we'll do a great big investigation. I tried to do the right thing. I finally said to my kid, look, no one's listening to you, bud. Put it to him. And he did. He went to school. The kid snuck around. He punched my kid. My kid just drove him back. Principals called us in and had the big meeting and everything. We said, well, what did you expect to happen? You guys put an investigation together over a kid punching another kid. And he said, well, we never saw it happen. I said, well, let me ask you something. When you were a kid, did you do things right in front of the teachers, in front of the principals, or did you sneak behind their backs and do it? Of course you didn't see him do it. So they were like, well, we had to put the investigation together, the whole routine. My kid went up to the other kid after it happened and he said, hey, Joshua, why don't we just be friends and not punch each other? And Josh said, yeah, that's cool. And they shook hands, man, and they've been buddies ever since.
Yeah.
Very cool.
You know
That's
what I mean?
how it works,
Yeah.
dude.
Nice
That's
story.
schoolyard justice.
Yeah.
That's how stuff works out.
It's a great story. Those kids should be put in juvie.
Hi, the edge.
Hi.
Hey.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Good, you?
Good, thanks. I'm a teacher.
You
and
sound
so I just-
hot.
Okay. Thank you.
Are you hot?
Are
Are you one of them hot teachers?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She is.
Okay.
Teacher. Go ahead, sorry.
That's okay. I just wanted to weigh in on this whole subject because just to provide a different perspective. Obviously, it's you're not going to find jewels in every profession. So there are some people who are teachers that are very cranky and are probably not representing us very well. But for the most part, we act based on what's handed down to us, right? So the way we are meant to deal with the situation is not up to us. So, and a lot of what happens is happening at the board level or the ministry level and is from direct involvement from parents and parent groups and things like that.
Well said. Yeah.
Yeah, and not to, I'm not trying to pass the buck at all because I completely recognize that children, it's part of their growing process and things like that. And
pushing, punching, fighting, all that stuff. Yeah, dude.
Exactly. It's totally part of what we as humans do. And, to encourage the kids not to use their hands and to talk it out is fair enough. But every now and again, somebody's going to get hurt. And that's just a part of life. And they've got to learn that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just wanted just so that everybody knows, like, we're not all
you have rules
out
to
there
follow
on the
too.
playground. Yeah, well, exactly. That's
So
what
what you're
trying
saying
to
is
get
some teachers actually agree with what we're saying too. They're just not allowed to do some of those things.
Well, exactly. Like we and the whole bullying thing. I mean, it's blown up in the media lately, and it's such a huge issue that we really have to be on our guard, because for fear that we might miss a kid who's getting bullied. Like, so we have to act on anything that we see happening or any complaints that we get, for fear that a child is being bullied and it could turn into
But some
something more
kids should be bullied.
Yeah, well, I guess that's the thing. Some kids,
I mean, there's some real peckers out there.
Well, this is true. I have some kids who
Like you can't tell me as a teacher you don't look around your classroom sometimes and go, God, I hate those 4 kids. I hope they get bullied at lunch today.
I don't think I've ever thought exactly that.
Oh, come on. Like, have you ever thought...
And they ask for it.
Yeah,
sure.
have you ever thought, like, some kid, just a mean kid, comes from a terrible home, bad mom, used to be abusive to the husband, so the husband moved out, and the rules always change with the kid, and so, you look at that kid, and he's just a badass, and have you ever said, yeah, I hope you get bullied at lunch?
No, I've never actually said that or thought that.
No, you paid other students in milk and stuff and told them to go get them. We know what you do.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you chocolate milk for a week if you beat that kid's ass.
Even if I had, I wouldn't admit to
Have
it.
you ever you've never bribed a kid to beat up another kid?
No, never.
Why not?
I think
What grades do you teach?
I teach grade 1.
Oh, that's different.
You want to bring home a great report card to your parents?
No,
Go get Billy!
I'll give you an A in coloring if you go and kick Rashid in the face.
No, I don't think I would ever do that, but I can't say that the desire hasn't struck me.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
See, now the truth is coming out.
You are hot. Yeah.
You have a great day. Thanks for your
Thank
call.
you, you too, guys.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's a nice lady. I like her.
So are we like doing home baked recipes later too on the show?
Yeah.
What's next?
We're going to teach you how to make a whole wheat souffle.
Yeah.
I had to make it interesting and ask if she's ever wanted to punch a kid out.
Thank you.
Come on, you wanted to punch a kid. I mean, I got 3 of them. I know none of them are perfect. Well, middle one's close.
Your middle one's perfect.
No, it's not. He's not. None of them are. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't have kids, so.
Yeah, no kid's perfect. But by God, if there's a teacher, I know for sure there's teachers out there that wouldn't mind seeing some more high school bullying. Especially in high school. Or like, grade 9, 10, 11. Like in there, where kids just get awkward and annoying. So kids get awkward and annoying and then everything, and they act all sour and pissy and depressed and emo. You tell me that some teacher doesn't have a few kids in their class where they go, man, I wish Bobby would kick that kid's ass. It's a fact. It happens.
Well, I also always like the feel-good stories where there is that real bully and like then 4 or 5 of those like kind of, I guess the smaller kids, whatever, get that. Like, those Sandlot type of
hit them with
stories.
like batteries and stuff.
Yeah.
Beat
Like,
the hell out of
get
them
'em.
and leave them almost for... Yeah, what?
That's a little...
Time for a look at Edge traffic. Here's Adjoa. Hey.
Hey.
Did you get bullied as a kid?
No.
People you were one of the cool ones.
I was one of the cool ones. I never really bullied anybody, and I was in one fight when I was in grade 4.
Oh, you kicked ass, didn't you?
Yeah, I broke this kid's nose.
Wow. Kid,
Yeah.
you say kid. Was it a guy or a girl?
It was a guy.
Yeah, I thought the way you said it.
He was picking on my friend, and we were like sliding on the ice, and he told her she couldn't be on the ice. He used a derogatory term towards her. And it was my younger brother's, the guy I beat up was one of my friends, and it was her brother. And he was being a little bit of a prick.
Was he really?
Yeah. So I told him, he tried to step to me, and then I all I saw was red, and I punched him and I broke his nose, and they had to hold me back. I was a badass kid.
You were a badass kid.
I feel like saying something meany next time I see you just to feel that. Yeah, that's
hit
all.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm the type, I don't like to fight, but then if you get me to fight, it's on.
I'd say, Adjua, I didn't say anything, but my crotch has insulted you over and over again.
You want to
I haven't said anything, but my wiener thinks you're a jerk.
This is the Dean Blundell Show. Dean.
She took a hard fall off there.
Blundell.
I can't breathe. Oh dear. Gosh, I hope she's okay.
102.1.
Ow, 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 ow.
The Edge. This is from Greg. He says, hey guys, yesterday, it's an email. Hey guys, yesterday you were talking about the kid who got hit in the face last year with candy cane thrown by Rob Ford. That was my little brother. He spent the entire parade talking about how happy he was Ford wasn't in the parade this year so he couldn't get hit in the eye again. Laughed my ass off when I heard it yesterday. Thanks.
Wasn't he at the parade, though?
Yeah, he was. He was not throwing candy because he said, quote, I'm not throwing it overhand. Yeah. At the Edge. Oh. At the Edge.
How's it going?
Good, what's up?
Oh, it's good. You know, I just want to say thanks to you guys because you do an awesome job, and I listen to you guys, like, pretty much only you guys, because you're the only station that consistently plays Our Lady Peace, and they're my favorite band of all time.
Oh, good, man. Yeah. They're a good band. Good guys, too. You won't find nicer guys.
And that Rain Maida, what a handsome devil.
He is a handsome lad.
Oh, man.
That Duncan Coots sure looks great in bike shorts.
And that Jeremy Taggart. Well, there's not much positive to say about him at all.
What a good guy, though.
I know.
Yeah, what a great person. At the Edge. Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi. First of all, I want to say hello, Dean and Todd. You
Hello.
Guys,
What's your name?
my name's Franca.
Hi, Franca.
Hi.
What's up?
I'm just calling about that bullying story. And I was a teacher. I emphasize was. And I agree with the other teacher who called in. Most of us don't actually agree with the policies we're made to enforce.
Very few employees do.
It's true.
One of the things I used to do is the kids would always come in and tell you what happened on the playground. So I would
Just those pussy kids.
Yeah, well, they just wanted to let me know. I was a cool teacher. They liked talking to me. So when they would come in, I would do a impromptu drama class where I would grab the kid who was bullying and put him in the role of bully and pretty much tar and feather him in front of the class. We would talk about how horrible what that child was doing was, and it wasn't that we actually said that, but everybody knew what was going on. So pretty much the kid didn't do much bullying after the dramatization.
That's a neat way. I can see that being effective.
Yeah.
Yeah, it worked. And
putting him on the spot without putting him on the spot, so to speak.
Would you actually hit him and stuff? Would you ever get him in a group of kids and say, okay, now we're going to bully you?
Yeah, well, the kids could fake it. They could do the dramatization.
Well, they wouldn't do like a real punch?
No real punches.
Oh, you should have.
And brought out like baseball bats.
Yeah, and staplers and stuff. Hey, stapler doesn't feel good, you pussy. You know?
So that was my way of...
We're joking, don't worry. She didn't know how to play along.
Morning, guys.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good.
Just wondering, real quick, anybody think Jennifer Hedger resembles a man?
A little bit.
A lot.
Resembles a
man. Jennifer Hedger. That's a tough one. Because they're all very nice people. The on-air people are very, very nice people over there, but she's got very small teeth. No?
I don't know.
Very small teeth.
Yeah.
Talks like a dude. You know, chicks that talk like this.
I remember way in the day when she was like on that Lofter show.
Yeah. And she make out with another chick or something like that? Like hardcore.
Yeah.
Did they do it or did they just make out?
I think they just made out on the TV show. It's just, it happened. These things happen.
Did they fool around or did they just kiss? She was on this internet TV show called Lofters, right?
Yeah, I think she just kissed.
She didn't a little tune in Tokyo?
I don't know what happened. I don't.
She's cool. Does a good job.
Yeah, she's great. She knows her sports.
She's got little teeth. I got a real teeth thing, eh?
You do?
Big time.
That's like, you're all
By the
over
edge.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Good.
Good. First, I want to say I love your show.
Thanks, man.
Good. And I want to add to that, I got a great story. My daughter, about the bullying, my daughter got slapped in the face really good by a little Italian kid who was in grade 3. And my daughter's in grade 2, so I go to pick her up, and I see welts on her face. And the teachers were all afraid to tell me.
Yeah.
So I took my daughter home, and I confronted her, and she told me what happened. So I had her 2 older brothers take care of it. The next day, the principal, I call him to see what's happening because of anti-bullying. And he says, well, I made the kid go to her class and apologize. So a few days after that, I know somebody in the school who told me that the father said that the girl probably got what she deserved. So I decided to wait after school one day for him and gave him what he deserved.
Did you beat him up?
I slapped him so good on the left side of his face that his right ear started bleeding.
But why?
I got charged. Well,
see, this is the thing, dude. You got charged. You went and slapped some guy because he mouthed up. They're just words. And you know what? If he is rude about your daughter, this is what I don't understand, people. I don't. It's not cool to walk up and just slap a guy because he said something about your kids.
No.
Words are words. Who cares? You shoot him with a gun.
Yeah, no.
You poison his dog.
No, but at that point, you can maybe have words with him.
You don't even need to.
No.
When someone says something so completely ridiculous and stupid, there is no point in even justifying it. There's no point in talking about it. There's no, you know how stupid it is.
It's hard not to sometimes, though. I'm not saying slap the guy, but it's hard not to
say something back.
Yeah, it really is. It's hard to bite your tongue.
This dude is chasing me down. I'm trying to merge the other day, and this guy wouldn't let me merge. So I just went behind him and then went up next to him, and I had a big smile on my face. Like, that's the highlight of your day, doing that. So he starts giving me the finger. He's in a Canada Cartage truck. He's like a trucker. He's working. He's being an a-hole on the road with his car. And I just smiled at him, and he got angrier and angrier.
Kill him with kindness.
Jesus, did I laugh? I started laughing out loud. I had to actually pull off on Don Mills off the DVP because I couldn't believe how stupid and how angry this guy was getting at me laughing at him. There is no point. No one's served by you walking up and slapping some guy because he said your daughter got slapped and she deserved it.
But what would you do if someone's talking smack about your kids?
Depending on who said it, nothing. Yeah. Because the people that mean something to me wouldn't say something like that, and the people that don't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I do. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to learn that lesson in life.
You're 39. You probably should start.
Well, it's not to say that I don't. I just get him with the slow play.
Over the years?
Oh, I'll get him back at some point. When they least expect it.
And I'll be standing over you going, remember me?
Yeah. Slow play, patience.
Hi, this is Christopher Lloyd, and you're listening to the Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge.
This is your Edge. Hold it. Files with Dean Blundell on the Edge.
A group of Oklahoma politicians who fought for 3 years to get a replica of the 10 Commandments erected at the state's Capitol building.
Yeah.
Little upset because of all the spelling errors. The 16-foot monument bears the admonition to keep the holy Sabbath with an E instead of an A. Maidservant has a U in it. What a great word, maidservant. I'd like to get one of those. Maidservant. Anyway, this is a simple oversight. They're going to have to send the whole thing back to be redone, including thou shalt not steal with 2 E's.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, then everyone can do it because that doesn't exist. Keep that one.
Yeah. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. Covet away. These spelling errors on things. I remember one time I was watching TV and they misspelled fog. And Adjo actually said it wrong this morning.
Oh.
Yeah. They misspelled fog.
That's a tough one to misspell because if you...
Wrong vowel.
Yeah, wrong vowel. Could
And
be
it
tough.
wasn't fig.
No. Okay. Or fug?
No.
Okay.
It wasn't none of those. Got to really make sure. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. If you're going to get a giant thing of the 10 Commandments in the state capitol building, make sure all the words are spelled right. Police in Boise, Idaho said late Monday they made an arrest in connection with a break-in at a local zoo and the death of Patas the monkey. Or maybe the monkey was a Patas monkey.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, either way, monkey's dead. Security guards saw two men, one inside the zoo, one outside. They ran during an unsuccessful search of the man inside the zoo. Police and zoo employees found a Patas monkey that was seriously injured near an exhibit where the suspect was last seen. The animal died. The cause of death determined to be blunt force trauma to the head and neck.
Oh, no.
Yeah, following some citizen tips, monkey got beat. Following citizen tips and information gleaned from the investigation, police arrested some dude in Idaho, where he's in custody. He had injuries on his upper torso because monkey fought back.
Yeah, good for the monkey.
Yeah, he succumbed to his injuries, though. For a short time, he's he's been criminally charged with killing the monkey. Monkeys need to be housed in social groups. So now they're trying to find it because there's one other monkey there that's okay because the one monkey died. So now they're trying to find another monkey to go help the monkey because someone beat this other monkey to death.
He's going to be depressed, that other monkey.
Yeah.
Who spanks a monkey like that to death?
Those two guys spanked him to death. That's a violent monkey spanking. They really hurt him.
How could you do that?
I don't know.
If it's not your own.
Yeah. Once again. You can only beat your own monkey to death.
That should be a 10 Commandment rule. Yeah.
Thou shalt not flog someone else's monkey. A 24-year-old Kingston man was arrested during a Saturday Santa Claus parade after police received a complaint about a man walking along the parade route telling children Santa doesn't exist. What an a-hole.
What a dick.
So the parade's going on, and it's hi kids, ho ho ho. So the guy comes behind everybody. He's like, "Hey, it's not real. It's a fraud. He's been dead for years," which is a lie. The guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
No, Santa exists.
Santa exists big time. Well, what an ass. Police found the anti-Santa. It was described as having his hair formed to look like horns that were protruding from his head. The man whose name is being withheld has been charged with causing a disturbance, being wasted, and breach of probation. He also faces a liquor license act of public intoxication. He was hammered from the night before, apparently walking around. He put devil's horns in his head with his hair and was walking around going, Santa's not real. Funny though.
Clearly bored in life though as well. Like I have to think to go do that.
I would laugh my ass off if he walked by me like that, all hammered. That guy's hilarious. No, kids, he's real. That guy's just wasted, but funny. It's your Edgefiles, whatever the hell day it is in November, the year 2012.
The Edgefiles on 102.1 The Edge.
Bored, lonely, hard up. Use your free hand and follow the boys on Twitter.
At Dean Blundell Show.
The Dean Blundell Show, 102.1
The Edge.
A couple guys that are more excited than Taylor Swift at a Jonas Boys orgy for the trade the Jays made. A couple of current Blue Jays, Ricky Romero, JP Arencibia. They both join us on the phone now. Hi, fellas.
Hey.
Say hi to each other. Say hello.
Hi, JP. Hey, my Mexican amigos on the phone with me.
These two weird guys decided to wake me up really, really early, interrupted my beauty sleep right now, but it's all right. They're lucky. I love them.
You guys, it's nice because you guys both agreed to join us, Ricky and JP. What I thought we'd do, because I thought, what we don't get a chance to hear very often is you guys kind of talking shop, right? Like you guys have to put on a brave face, talk to morons in the media, and then go from there. But if you guys were to talk about the trade that happened and how your team improved significantly, what would you guys discuss in amongst each other?
We talked about the Dominican Dream Team already. The first we got the Dominican first four hitters. They're going to be carrying the flag to the plate probably.
And another thing we talked about was because usually where we like the landing guys sit in the back of the plane. We were talking about how that back of the plane there's gonna be a lot of reggaeton, a lot of Spanish music. So it's gonna be pretty loud back there.
But so go ahead.
No. I mean, we talked on the phone the other day, and we're excited, and you talk back and forth about what the team could be, and how much more we want to get to spring, how excited we are, and you imagine that rotation with those pitchers, and then to have the lineup that we have, and so you just we mess around and we talk about all the funny stuff as far as our clubhouse. You come in, second language is going to be English, which is lucky for myself and Ricky too, because we both speak Spanish fluently. But it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, when the trade happened, and I'll ask Ricky too. Ricky, so the trade, you guys, have a tough end of the year as a team. Your manager bolts, and all of a sudden, news of, and they're calling it probably the biggest, most lopsided trade in baseball history. How did that just instantly reinvigorate you? Like, what did you do? Did you call someone to see if it was real?
I think it was more texting. The first person I texted was Brandon Morrow. And then from there, I texted Casey Jansen just to see if they had read some of the stuff or heard some of the stuff, and none of them had heard anything. Yeah. And it's one of those things where at first you're like, is this really happening to our team? And because it started with like 1 or 2 players, and then it kind of evolved to next thing you know, it's 12 players in the deal, and you're kind of sitting there like, wow. So I mean, the biggest thing is, if you guys had read JP's Twitter the past few days, rumors spread out and people start believing it, and you don't know anything till it's kind of official. And I didn't want to believe it till it became official, because you just never know, what can happen. And once it became official, obviously, you're excited, and it definitely it's something that's going to help the team, and just to hear the fans in Toronto how excited they are, that's what pumps me up, and all of Canada. So, we have a lot of work to do. We also got to understand that, no one's going to fold for us and say, hey, you guys have a good team. Here you go. Here's the ALEs and here's the trophy. No, I think it's going to be a little harder, and obviously the target on us has grown a little bigger, which is fine, and it's something that I think that we're ready for.
Mm. It's so interesting to hear the fact, because I think. Oh, sorry, JP, but I think that sometimes us as regular just fans, we always assume you kind of you know a little bit more than we would know. But I mean, JP, how did you react when you sort of found out? And did you hear anything before we did?
I just I was hunting in the Great Northwest in Rocky Mountain House, Alberta, and I get down and I have all these texts. And then everyone from Miami saying, "Are you coming? Are you coming?" And I'm like, "What is going on?" So I knew that I wasn't a part of the trade, one, because I had never been contacted by Alex, and usually when you're traded, the general manager gives you a call and says, "Hey, you're traded." So I knew that wasn't happening.
Except he would have called you and said, "Hey, you're traded."
So I mean, I was pumped. I was excited to see what really was going to come out of it, and obviously the trade had been official as far as people knew it in the public for a while, and they were just waiting physicals and stuff like that. But I mean, when I first heard about it, I was like, you hear Alex talk about he's going to go after it, and he's going to do this and he's going to do that, and obviously to make a splash like that, and to be able to make that trade, because like you say, a lot of people in baseball history say could be one of the craziest trades. To pull that off, I think it's pretty big.
Yeah, it's nuts. And talking about some of the players that are coming this way too, Ricky is a pitcher. To add Josh Johnson and Mark Burley, a guy who's pitched a perfect game, I believe, and he's also pitched his team to a World Series. Talk about what it's like now to have those kind of horses on a staff with guys like yourself and Brandon, and we haven't even heard from Kyle Drabeck. Talk about what that does for you guys as a group to get from top to bottom to have legitimate number one starters from the 1 through the 5 spot.
Well, they bring a lot of experience, and you said it right now. Those guys are horses. Those guys are guys that are used to throwing 200-plus innings, and that's big in a rotation. I think when you're able to do that as a starter, it means a lot. It means, one, you're healthy, and two, you go deep in games. And I think that's what it's all about. And I think what the biggest thing for me is, those guys are, with the experience they bring in, like you said, Burley, has been in the postseason. He's won a World Series. It brings a lot to the table, and I'm looking forward to just learning from those guys and just kind of, asking my questions. And, in this game, that's the one thing you can never stop learning. There's always something you can find out. And Burley being left-handed, maybe I'll pick his brain. I mean, not maybe. I will pick his brain about certain things and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to it. I think a lot of people, I was telling JP, that my Twitter was blowing up. Some people saying, "Hey man, are you ready to go to AAA because the stats are stacked now?"
Why are people still picking on you, man? Give you a break.
And then I think the biggest question, I got asked yesterday in an interview I did, are you ready to move from the number 1 to the number 4 or 5 slot? And I was like, you know what, that to me has never mattered. I've always been the type of guy that, hey man, I want to win. I want to be that team that's holding that trophy up at the end of the year, walking down Blue Jay Way. That's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about, hey, I'm the number 1 guy in the rotation, because that takes you nowhere. You need 5 guys to make it to the World Series or make it to the playoffs, and that's all that matters.
Well, think about this too, and just having that attitude. But you guys are all, any one of you, from 1 to 4 or 5, even whoever and wherever everybody gets slotted. Think about the competitive nature. And JP, maybe you could speak to this because you've caught Ricky for 2 years. He's an all-star. He's a hell of a competitor, and I know you're literally still on the phone with us, Ricky, so you can hear me. But what's it like to have guys? Any one of those guys can open the season for you, can pitch that first game, and what's that going to be like to catch that?
Well, it's exciting, obviously, but I think what makes everyone special at this level, and what makes guys like Ricky, the pitcher he is, and Morrow, and all those guys, in their heads, they're going to be number 1s, and obviously they may not say, hey, I'm the number 1 guy, and if they're the number 4 or 5, then it's not like they're going to change their attitude, but in their head, and as a competitor, you always think you're the best, and you always expect to be the best, and you always, if you didn't want that ball on the first night of the season, then you have to check, why you do things, because everyone in the world wants to be in that spot and in that limelight. But it's good to have guys who you could say, hey, who can pitch opening day, because at the end of the day, that means that you have a good problem. But, things shake out, and 1 through 5, if we have 5 guys that can pitch on opening day and stay healthy and do what we need to do, then we're going to be in a good position.
What a luxury for a team like you guys have. Plus, I've heard these guys are great guys. Like this Jose Reyes is a party animal.
Well, I was going to actually say, so when do we initiate them into the wonderful Toronto party scene, fellas? Yeah.
Well, Toronto, they don't party in Toronto. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Quiet city.
No, it is. It's not right now, dude. The place is buzzing, and we're excited for you guys to get back already. How's your Ricky? Your elbow good? This. No one knows. He told us, and he wouldn't let us say anything. They had to have surgery in his elbow. He didn't say a word. Are you recovering? Are you back to enjoying yourself?
You know what, man? It's something that's coming along slowly, but obviously, I got cleared this week, actually yesterday, to kind of start doing upper body workouts, which is kind of. I'm not used to this kind of thing where you're slowed down a little bit because of the injuries, especially in the off season, because I like to go hard and kind of start getting ready for the year. But I think this is only going to help me, just kind of take a step back and take it slowly, and I think that's the biggest thing. I'm not saying I'm getting older, but obviously the body starts feeling it after, putting the body weight you put through, throughout a year. It's a little different. So just got to monitor myself a little more and just make sure I'm strong for the year.
Also, how are the ladies out in the West Coast?
I don't know. I think they're doing good. I mean, obviously, it's like summer out here, so
it's off season. It's off season for both parts out there. Hey, for baseball players, for baseball players, then a lot of the time in the off season, you just want to relax and do nothing.
Exactly. That's how it is, man.
I get it.
I don't.
Ricky Romero, JP, Arencibia.
It's silence.
Yeah. It's when the guy you're interviewing doesn't want to give too much away, it's the host's job to step in and say, don't, because you're just going to really get in trouble. So we'll just stop it there. But, guys, I appreciate all your time and couldn't be happier for you. And I really hope that this season's a real turning point. And you couldn't ask for a better nucleus of guys.
Yeah.
You know,
and the name of
really.
the new manager right now, I think.
Yeah, it's me. It's me.
Dean got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard who it is. I heard about it last night. So
Gibbons, do you know who he is?
I know who he is because my first big league camp, it was he was a manager, but it was the first year coming into my first year after the year that I signed. So I never played for him. I think I immediately called Casey Jansen last night. He was the one that had played for him, and I believe Adam Lynn might have played for him. So. Casey had nothing but great things to say about him, and he it's something that he's looking forward to. And, in the end, the players got to play, man, and we got to be the ones that got to produce. He's not the one that's going to be handling the bat or throwing the ball for us. All he can do, all you can expect from manager, and from what I heard about him, he's a competitor. He wants to win, and he knows what he's doing. So. Obviously, it's something that you're looking forward to, and it might not be the big name that Toronto was hoping for, but in the end, like I said, hopefully it all pays off.
But that job as a manager is, and JP, to sort of echo what Ricky was saying, job of managers is to let the people play and empower them and encourage them to get to where they need to be successful. It's not like you said. I mean, he's not going to go out there and show up in relief.
Yeah, no, I think too, and a big part of the manager is consistency as far as with the players, not just physically but mentally. It's something that makes a big difference when you come to the field and you know where you're going to be in the lineup or after a game's done. Maybe you had a tough game. Maybe you need that pat on the back sometimes, and maybe you need him to kick you in the butt sometimes. So, and from what I'm hearing, that's the kind of guy he is. So I'm excited. I got to meet him in my first spring training too, so it was it's something that I'm looking forward to.
All right, guys. Sorry, Todd.
I just want to ask a quick question.
Probably about Poontang.
No, it was actually about the Argos. Do you know anything about the Argos? Because they're in the Grey Cup. You guys play in the same stadium.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I mean, I follow Chad Owens on Twitter. He follows me, and I've been following actually the past 2 weeks. Obviously they don't show the games out here, but I'll make sure. I'm guessing the Grey Cup will be televised, so I'll definitely tune in. And I know it's going to be a big party for you guys, or maybe for Todd it is. All of a sudden
he doesn't need a football game to get wasted there, Rick.
All of a sudden he's the biggest Argos fan you've ever met. So.
Yeah, I totally jumped on that bandwagon for sure.
But here's the funny part: is that they wouldn't let the Argos use your guys' weight room. Did you know that?
Really?
That's terrible.
Come on.
Yeah. No, seriously. Man. They wouldn't let him use it. Ricky Foley, yeah, he tweeted. He's like, "This is bogus. We're not even allowed to use their stuff." All right.
Yeah, don't touch our stuff.
Yeah, don't touch our stuff. Yeah, you tell him. It's your stuff, man. All right, boys. Listen, thanks so much for your time. And I know it's early on the West Coast for you, Ricky. Thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'm going back to sleep.
All right, man. Talk to you later. Thanks, JP. We appreciate your time, too, brother.
Thanks, fellas. Good talking to you guys.
Good talking to you, too. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye. Yeah, it's two of the nicest guys on the planet right there. Hey? Two of the nicest guys you'll ever meet.
How exciting, really.
And neat is it to hear those guys talk about it, too.
Real reactions.
Yeah.
It's like showing them the 2 Girls, 1 Cup video. Like getting that reaction.
Whoa! Jason Mewes here. You're listening to the Dean Blundell Show. 102.1 The Edge. Sticks to the news.
Time for your emails and phone calls. 416-870-EDGE, 870-3343. Hi, The Edge.
Hey, how you doing today, Dean?
Good, man. What's up?
Oh, God, horrible morning. I get into my truck and start my Jeep, and, there's music playing as usual. I figure it's on The Edge. I didn't realize my wife had borrowed the truck last night and, went for a drive, and I guess decided to change the radio station. But the station plays similar music to The Edge, I guess, so I didn't really realize until the voice is, Dean, the voices, these people, I don't even know how to describe it. Mad douche, as you call them.
Yeah.
I'm like angry today. I'm in a bad mood because I heard this stuff.
Don't let it get you, man.
Yeah,
you got to be bigger than it.
I'm trying, but it's like, I even called her up and I said, how dare you? How dare you change my morning routine, it's just, it was horrible. It was like, it wasn't even comedy. It was like, ugh. Who funds this stuff? Who pays for this? Like, who's their audience?
Advertisers. But their audience is normally 12-year-old girls on Ritalin.
Okay. So you need the Ritalin. You see,
get it.
Oh, okay. So without the prescription drugs, it's unbearable. I mean, really, like, I'm just in such a bad mood. What am I going to do today?
I don't know.
Get hammered.
Yeah.
Yeah, get hammered?
Yep.
Okay, so...
Smoke a doob, go get high, do whatever you got to do.
Oh, okay, because that's just brutal. I mean, you guys should call them.
What do you do for a living?
I'm in sales.
There's no need to call anybody. You know what? I get it. It's terrible. It's awful. It's a cheap imitation, and it's... Dude, this isn't even that good to rip off. I don't even understand why people do it.
Yeah, let's be honest.
Hey, The Edge. Hello.
Hey, boys.
Hey, what's up?
Hello?
Hey.
How are you guys today?
Good.
So I was wondering if Todd was ever going to do a magic brownie show again.
What was that?
Fried off the brownie.
Remember when you ate that brownie and you got all stoned?
Oh, yeah,
you were out for like 2 days.
I
had to go pick him up at work.
Yeah, you had to pick him. We went to, was it the Lincoln Park show? No, it was another show. Anyway, it was Jay-Z, I think.
Yeah, it was Jay-Z.
And I was like, just
a mess the next day. It was terrible.
Yeah, maybe
Derek
I'll
was
do
worse.
that. Maybe I'll do it just before the Christmas holidays.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Hi, The Edge.
Hey, how's it going, Dean?
Good, what's up?
This is Mike D calling in.
Right on.
I need some advice, bro.
Yeah, what do you need?
All right, stop with bro.
All my buddies are bros. Hey, we've partied together.
We have.
You probably don't remember, man. It's been a while. Listen, my buddy is banging my other buddy's chick.
Oh no!
Banging.
He wants, it's one of
He's
those
not banging,
messed up
Todd. He's
things.
banging.
Yep.
So that's even more serious.
That's when he's bringing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I found out about it, and I'm supposed to keep my mouth shut. And
yeah, you know what? It's no one's. If you found out about it, and you shouldn't say anything, even if you're supposed to keep. You have to keep your mouth shut. It's no one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It goes beyond bro code. It turns into you just being a douche if you want to get some attention and tell people stuff, which you don't sound like. You sound like a good guy.
Although you maybe want to say something to the dude who's doing it, not to the dude who's it's happening to, just to say, hey, listen, you're making things really uncomfortable for everyone. So either come out and be honest with everyone or just make sure no one finds out, because somehow I did.
Exactly. The worst part is that this chick wants me to join in.
No.
Sounds like a real
You know what
beauty.
I'm saying?
Yeah. No. No.
That's
It's just
crazy.
now it's just getting gross. Now it's getting gross. You might as well just have sex with your buddies.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Yeah.
Like, well, what's up with that? Like, this chick, she seemed like she was cool. Like, these broads they're messed up, man.
Well,
Like,
not all, but
Yeah. You can. If I've always
It's
thought
so
that you
scary.
can't have sex with someone your buddies had sex with. It's just not
yeah,
cool.
unless he opens up the door and says, hey, yeah, feel free, man. Like if there's a conversation before.
But
other
you know
than
what?
that,
You know what about? Because you're one of them too. These are your friends. You guys have talked about doing awful things to people, and the chances of you don't kiss her.
But we talked about this about doing a buddy's sister, and I thought you couldn't even do that. You're still comfortable with that?
You're supposed to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
By the edge.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going, Dean?
Good, man. What's up?
Listen, I need your advice too.
Yeah, sure.
I got home from vacation there a couple weeks ago to my wife of 15 years, and all of a sudden she told me she doesn't love me anymore and wants to leave me, wants me out.
Okay.
You know, it's just so shocking. All of a sudden, I never knew anything was wrong. We all seem so happy. And
People say that they don't think that anything was wrong, but if you think back now, maybe it's just hard to see because you're probably really upset. But if you look back now, you probably, like, if you went, yeah, that makes sense now. That makes sense. You look back now, you can see that there's things wrong.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a little bit, but I mean, nothing major to warrant, not even giving it a chance, or now she's trying to take my kids and claim sole custody, and
what have
you?
Have you guys? How was your sex life?
It was great.
Do you have an alcohol dependency?
I used to drink. I don't anymore, but I would drink.
Drugs?
Used to.
You a good dad?
I'm a great dad.
How old are you?
I'm 39.
How's the money?
I'm unemployed for the first time in my life since we've been together. I just sold a business.
How long ago?
Horrible woman.
End of March.
And then when did she tell you that she wants you to get out?
2.5 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to, man.
I worked all summer, doing jobs here and there, trying to still, make money and support the family. And
the hard facts, buddy, it's not enough for her. She's probably dating a guy who's got some money on the side.
Do you know what she's been up to on the side?
No, I don't think she's having an affair personally. I mean, not physically.
Listen, you go away for a week, sorry, Dean, but he goes away. Comes home.
You've never been. You cannot offer this guy any help.
How can I offer this guy any help?
You haven't been through this. You
Can
don't
you
know what he's talking
offer
about.
single guys help on dating?
Yeah, because I've dated.
13,
I just don't understand where it's all coming from. Everything seems.
Well,
so
why don't
great.
you ask Todd?
So
I just think that you go away. I think that just because someone's in a marriage or not, they're still very similar situations.
No.
You go away and you come home and all of a sudden she doesn't want it. You're unemployed.
Where did he go away? Where did you go away?
I went to Miami to the amateur golf championships.
Okay, so you're a golf. See, this is the thing. Here's what I'm getting. What did you do before that? Before you got fired from your job?
Oh, I didn't get fired. I sold my business and I was own my own company before that.
Okay.
I've always supported the family and helped out and gave her every last penny I ever had.
Did you get ugly? Did you get fat?
No. I mean, I gained a bit of weight over the past year because I have an infection. I've been taking medications and stuff, but I'm not some obese pig. I was at the most maybe 185 pounds, 190 pounds.
How old were you when you guys got together?
21, 22.
Yeah. That might be it too. For whatever reason, she didn't love you anymore. Do you guys still live in the same house?
Yep.
Yeah, don't leave.
I'm not leaving. We've already both got lawyers. We both served each other. But we're trying to work it out.
They're lawyering each other up, and they're in the same house. That's got to be uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's not the greatest of situations, but I'm not leaving my kids, man. I love them like crazy. And,
how old are they?
And 14 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
And now my 14-year-old's taken to drugs.
What kind? Good ones?
Pot.
Yeah.
And it's sad. She doesn't see how she's affecting the kids, and it is affecting the kids, though.
Yeah, but she didn't like you anymore.
Yeah,
here's the thing that I've realized, and over this time, if you don't like somebody anymore, you got nothing for them, and there's no point in even carrying on. You can't, if you want to try and fix it. Did she say that she would try and fix the relationship, or no? She just doesn't want anything to do with you anymore.
Well, yeah, she keeps telling me she just needs a break from me, and that everything may be fine, and she just needs some time, and then. But then she'll tell me she doesn't love me anymore at all, and she hates everything about me, but then she said on the weekend that she might not even go back to her lawyer, and we might try and work this out. So I'm getting mixed signals like every day.
What do you want out of this? You want to be with her still, even after she's presented this to you?
I totally, man. I really do want her still. I love her with all my heart. I have for 17 years, and we got 2 great kids. We got a great family. I'm trying to find a job and get back on my feet and support my kids and my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. My head's spinning. I don't know what to do.
The first thing you need to realize is that, like I've said it, I think, to everybody that's called in your situation, there isn't a person that's worth your sanity. So don't let her take that. Number one. Number 2, calm down.
Yeah.
Just
I've
stay
been very calm this whole time. She's been the one that's been very angry with me, and I'm the one who's remained super calm for the first time. I'm very calm. I haven't yelled. I haven't got angry. I'm just fighting for her back every day. That's all. I'm not fighting with her. Mm-hmm. I'm fighting to get her back.
Have you? And again, what do I know?
Nothing, probably.
But I would just say maybe do a little digging, because it sounds like there's something deep here. And who knows if it's another guy, or, I feel like she might be a little bit shallow because of the lack of money now you're bringing in. And that's just me not really, I'm just guessing here. But Just
she's
do a little
addicted to an online game, and she's on her phone 24/7. And I just,
Dude, you left some really important parts out.
Sorry.
That's all. Yeah.
Well,
Is
she's
she
on it
doing World
24/7.
of Warcraft?
No, it's Camelot or whatever. Where
Oh my God! How old is she?
40. She just turned 40.
Yeah, get rid of her.
Get rid of her.
Unload her. She's doing something that she shouldn't be doing behind your back, whether she's online or not.
Exactly. And she's met a little support group there.
Yeah, a little support group. And she's probably hooking up with this big, fat, hairy guy. He calls himself 6'9" on the internet.
Even if it's virtually. It's
Yeah.
like she found something she thinks she connects to.
Does she have passwords and everything and stuff?
Absolutely.
Get rid of her.
Get rid of her,
Get rid of
bud.
her. You don't fight for your wife. She's a crazy online Camelot gamer. She's having a virtual affair.
That's what I'm thinking. Like I can't compete with.
Why didn't you tell her? You wasted like 8 minutes of my life. I should have known all that stuff. Get rid of her, dude.
Sorry, man. I should have said that right away.
All you have. This is your only decision when you go home. You need to say to her, "Hey, you know what? Camelot it up. I'm out. I'm done. And your kids will be better for it because they won't be in this dysfunctional environment. They can hang out with Cleopatra, Queen of the Nile."
And make sure you tell your lawyer because that is an unfit parent. I'm sorry.
Totally.
Well, my lawyer knows, and I've seen it. She has been. I wouldn't neglectful, maybe not the right word, but she's
with the kids.
Time is consumed by that game.
Totally.
Constantly.
Totally. I've seen it
how
too.
much it bothers me, and she just freaks out on me and turns it around on me.
Of course
and
it
says,
does, because
"I'm doing
she's
that."
addicted to a life that doesn't exist, dude. That's why she doesn't like you, because your real life isn't as exciting. She's probably boning some super geek.
Yeah, and she's got 40 other tards telling her it's okay because they're all addicted to the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Get rid of her.
They're like like a virtual cult. These things.
Yeah, it's. I mean, this online stuff is nonsense. I've explained to her it's the most highly addictive game. I've seen shows. Oprah's even talked about it and how it wrecks lives and wrecks.
It's just
jobs
gay.
And it is.
Like
gay.
it's just stupid. And I mean I don't mean that as a disrespectful thing to anybody who's homosexual because you don't own the word gay. I'm sorry.
She plays that game while we're at my son's hockey and he's playing on the ice. She's playing her game instead of watching hockey.
Oh no!
It's sad.
Wow.
On her phone, she's playing Camelot.
Yeah.
She's trying to level up, is she?
No, I don't know what
to be a 12th level whore.
Texting away with all her girlfriends.
Get rid of her.
Piss poor advice. And,
Dude, get rid of her. Get rid of her and live a normal, happy existence that's real.
She's the breadwinner in the family. That's what.
Who cares?
You know, and she holds it over my head like
Who cares?
like I'm some bum.
Who cares? You were the breadwinner for a long time, and she holds it over your head like a bum. Then she's a bitch too. She's a delusional, virtual bitch. Get rid of her.
Okay, hard advice, but I mean,
no, do it.
No,
it's not hard, man.
It is, dude. It's not. Honest to God, it's got nothing to do. People that the spouses get involved in these things, and they think that it's. God damn it! They think that. But what if I try to? No.
Don't be afraid to.
She's addicted to a life that isn't real. She's living a life she wants to leave on the internet, full of magic spells and super belts.
Inviting people to farm things.
Yeah. I'm going to plant some arugula in my farm.
How about growing a tomato garden in the backyard there, honey?
The Dean Blundell Show, 102.1 The Edge.